All right, this is Shake and Bake from www.shakespub.net. I am coming to you live from Insurgency, which is set to release tomorrow. And although I'm going to do a full review on this game, I thought an initial impressions video might be helpful for some of those people that are on the fence, not sure if they should get this game, or may not even know about this game because it's kind of flown under the radar. So I'm going to do some gameplay, but also talk about some of the key features in this game that I think really makes it stand out, and I think could be the Cinderella Shooter of 2014. So let's get into the action here. This is a multiplayer match with about 32 players, and that is the max number of players that will be in multiplayer. But before I talk about some of the things in this game and what I think is so good about it, I think it's helpful to know about my background. Kind of puts things in context. So I don't tell you these things to brag about them, more just so you understand kind of where I'm coming from. So I've been gaming over 30 years. Yeah, I'm an old dude, but I'm still gaming. I love it. And I started with the Atari 800, floppy disk, Pong, you know, basic language, Pascal. I mean, I'm talking old school, and I've been gaming ever since. And I love it. And I love different kinds of games, genres, but the one I love probably the most is FPS shooters. I have pretty much played every FPS shooter out there. I mean, not all of them, obviously, but I'm talking over 90-something%. So, and the other part I want you to know about is years ago when I was younger and, you know, obviously thinner, more fit, I served in the military. I was with the 3rd and 75th Ranger Battalion. And again, I just tell you that to put in context. I know what bullet sounds sound like. I know what weapon sounds sound like. It wasn't that long ago. And those guys that maybe watch this that have served in the military or in, you know what I'm talking about. You don't forget those sounds, okay? And I'm going to, that's relative to my kind of initial impressions and later my review. And that's why I'm telling you. So, oh, shit. Hold on. I'm down. So let's get in. So far right now, I got this game not too long ago. And I'm almost at like 16, 17 hours in. I can't stop playing this game. I am hooked on it. I got to spend the other day about an hour and a half with the developers of the game, playing in a private session with them. We did some co-op and multiplayer. We did a Q&A session. These guys, it was really nice. They were really open about, to the questions, gave some great answers. The one thing that was really nice hearing is, they had some military experience of their own, and so, that really helped in shaping not only the sound in the game, but the suppression effects that are so damn good, coupled with the sound. So I'll also talk about some of the things they said during that Q&A session as I go through different areas of the game. And again, this is just first impressions because I've not played it enough yet to do, I think, a full review. I don't think that'd be fair, and it also is a work in progress. Probably some more changes coming here in the near future. So let's get into it. Let's talk about sound. And the reason I'm starting with sound, there's going to be a guy.
Hold back.
The reason, I don't know, I just got a teammate just shot me there. The reason I'm starting with sound is probably the sound in this game is probably the best, if not the best, sound I've heard in a shooter. The bullet sounds coming out of your weapon, the sound of rounds that are flying over your head, the subsonic crack that you're hearing, the ricochets off the ground are just, I'm telling you, amazing. And I mean, makes the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. And again, if you've started in the military, you know what I'm talking about if you've played this game. I don't know if you heard some of that. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn up the sound real quick, and I'll stop talking. I want you to hear not only the weapon sound, the bullet sounds, I want you to hear the ambience in this game, because there's some great ambient sounds, and it's just right. Not too much, not too little, just right. All right, let me turn up the sound.
Clear.
I really want you to hear that. All right, now I'm going to shut up for a couple of minutes. I just want you to listen.
Hold on, grenade.
All right, let me turn the sound back down. I mean, I think you got a sample, a great sample right there of the sounds of this game are just crazy. You hear those rounds ricocheting off the ground, distant machine gun fire, you know, other ambient sounds. It's just crazy, and it's so immersive, and just really helps to make you feel like you're in combat. And again, raise that tension level where you are nervous to go around corners. Okay, so that's some sound there. And I want to add with the sound is voice in game. So one thing they've done a fantastic job in this game to encourage teamwork is voice in game. And here's what I like about their voice in game. One is the quality. It's really, really good. You can hear other players. It's clear. The other is it's 3D. It's directional. So if I were to yell out here, this guy in front of me, he could hear me and he could hear it was coming from behind him. But the other players farther away would not hear me. And the other thing that's really cool is if I yell to my teammates right there, and enemy were close by, the enemy would also hear me, which is, I think, obviously realistic. Now, if you're in a squad and you talk on your mic, not only will the soldiers close to you hear you, but your squad mates will hear you no matter where you're at on the map. And what that is simulating is that you're basically talking over like a handheld radio to your squad mates. So really cool. A lot of people are using the voice in game, which again really adds to the teamwork and the immersion of this game. So what else we got here? Let's talk about now gameplay. And just like the pace, the teamwork that's going on, this comma rows right here that they've just added. Okay, so this, again, at the core of this game, what I find so amazing, in addition to the sound, is then you couple that in with the pace. The running speed is just right. It is not too fast. It is not too slow. Your pace, your speed is affected by how much you carry, so your weight will determine how nimble and fast you are. The other thing you will see in this game, as soon as you get into it, whether it's co-op or multiplayer, is you see a lot of people stacking up. I'm talking strangers. They are pieing off corners like this because it is unforgiving. This is not Rambo game. You run out in the open, and I don't know why those guys are shooting at me. Oh, because they're all guys. I'm thinking I'm on the other team here. Hold on a second here. Let's see if I can get a couple guys here. I'm so busy talking, I'm forgetting to shoot people. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can get somebody here.
Great job, guys. We destroyed Echo.
So your people are pieing off corners. They're before you cross a danger. They're really being careful about that. Let's go across here. And again, a lot of corner clearing you're going to see. A lot of people covering each other as they... Look at that. Listen to that sound of that silencer. Just awesome as hell. as they cross areas, you learn again quickly. If you run and gun in this game, you will die like that, like I just died, and it's really awesome. The pace is a perfect blend between what you would see, kind of, I guess you'd call it camping. People kind of crouching along corners, but then there's these explosions of where firefights break out, and when those happen, all hell breaks loose. And then it goes from that to, again, silence and people moving around. First time I've been in an FPS where it's kind of a blend of both. It's not all or nothing. I mean, there are some other ones out there that do that. Some of the other indie games and mods I've seen. But nowadays, when I'm seeing the AAA titles, it's just nonstop run and gun craziness. And it's, to be honest, it's just overwhelming. It really takes away from the ability to work as a team. Combo rows. They just added this in one of the latest updates. It's still a work in progress, but what's nice to see is you have now the option, moving, suppressing target, requesting orders, cover me, need backup, mark position, area clear, covering fire, request grenade, request smoke, and request ordnance. So I'm glad they've added that. I don't think people are fully using it, but I think they will as they learn about it and it gets more refined. All right, let's push up here. Okay, map design. All right, one thing I was nervous about this game was, and I think some other people are, is the size of the maps. Are the maps too small? Is it close quarters? Because that's what it says. Like similar to like Call of Duty style of play. And I myself was concerned about that. I don't like that. I've played Call of Duty. I've played Battlefield. But that hectic close quarters, just craziness, is getting old to me. So I ended up getting in the game, and I'll tell you right now, what happens is, although the maps are not huge, they are good sized. There is a lot of verticality in the maps. You can go upstairs. You can go into rooms. There's different flanking options. There are some more open area maps in different settings. But what makes them not feel small is the pace, what I talked about earlier. Because you're not just running around like a... Oh, come on, Shiki! Like a crazy man. They don't feel small. And so, again, it's just how this is all coming together. It is the perfect blend. Pacing coupled with map size and then number of players. It's just right. So, again, but these are works in progress. There'll be more maps coming out, which is nice to hear. Let's talk about the HUD. And this is another feature I love in this game that is so refreshing when compared to some of the other games coming out. Ah, you see that? You run like that, you will pay the price. I love that in this game. So let's talk about HUD. As you can see, the HUD is fairly clean. It's not like other shooters where you see all of these aids, my God, on the screen telling you who you killed, why you killed them, all of those things on and on and on. Like we need our hands held, that way we don't. These guys have the perfect balance right here. You can see objectives out there. Some of these things can be disabled if you even want a cleaner HUD. But when you shoot somebody, it's not going to tell you if you killed them. If you're being shot at, you're not going to see a red indicator halo effect saying where the bullets are coming from. And my God, I hope they never change that. And in talking with them, I don't think they are. That's really good to hear. And I think that is what is so special, or part of what's so special about this game and different. If you don't want to have your hand held, then you should be checking this out. Now, it's not so hard that, it's impossible to find objectives in those things. So the other thing they're going to do in talking with the developers is even try to clean it up more if they can. Where, hold on a second, I got to concentrate here. To where, covering these. See how these guys, look at these guys. See how they're moving up? Bounding, Overwatch, moving up. You just don't see that in a lot of games, shooters nowadays, especially the big AAA releases. Oh, damn. So the HUD's clean. They're going to be adding or trying to add features that turn more towards audio. So as you approach an objective or look towards the area objective, you might get a visual or audio cue, and again, reducing the amount of clutter on the screen. And not that it's clutter now, I think it's fantastic. This game is not about kill-death ratio. This really is about taking the objectives. And let's talk about that real quick. Back to the gameplay, I forgot to mention. You know, you and your team are rewarded for taking objectives. As far as spawning back into the battle, there's the cache locations within it. There's objectives, and you capturing those or blowing up the caches will result in more opportunities to spawn into the game, because when you die, you die. And again, your ability to respawn in the different game modes is affected by what objectives and caches you are blowing up. So I love that about that. Let's talk about also with the HUD. One thing in talking with the developers is ask about, you know, the ability to give direction. And let's try out this weapon here, the Mosin. All right, let's go with this. Now, here's a more open map, mountainous kind of Afghanistan look. And so, again, you're getting to see different samples of the map. And, again, graphically, I mean, again, for the source engine, I said to the developers, you know, not to offend, I said, my God, I don't know how you made the maps look this good on the source engine. And I love the response. They said, have faith. So I loved hearing that. These look really good. These guys are going crazy here. All right, let's go back to the directional aid in the game. So, you know, a lot of times we like to be able to say to somebody, hey, you know, do north, east, south, or, you know, some directions to these guys that are around you to locate targets. Now, in the real military, you can do that over your radio and through voice communication. So they are looking at some options. They're sketching out some ideas to add some kind of compass aid, and again, without being too you know, obtrusive on the screen and getting it too cluttered. So I'm glad to hear that they are working on that, and so we'll see what comes out of that. Let's talk about the UI, the menu interface. There have been some grumblings about that it could be a little bit more fluid and easy to use. And what was nice, the developers actually acknowledge that. They know that, and that they're going to be working on that to improve it. So again, that's definitely a work in progress, and that's nice to hear. Let's get up with our pistol.
The enemy just entered near you at Charlie.
I don't know why I was just sitting there looking at that guy. There is there is blood in the game, as you can see. I love that. Nice seeing some blood spray against the background when you take somebody out. So I hope they don't change that. UI needs some work. They're going to work on that. I say if anything was the weakest about this, it would be the UI, but it's not a game changer. It just is a little cumbersome. It's a little bit. All right, come to daddy. Oh, baby, I love it. All right, hold on a second, guys. I'm concentrating. All right. There's 5 multiplayer game modes. Hold on a second. Let me get out of the down. What do we got? We got Skirmish, VIP, Strike, Search and Destroy, Firefight. And there is 2 cooperative game modes, Checkpoint and Outpost. I'm not going to go into detail on those here. I would just say they are unique. They are fun. They all present unique challenges. I'll put a link below the video where you can go look and read the detail about those. All unique, all different, all very fun, all very challenging. The co-op, let me just tell you right now, the co-op is some of the best co-op I've seen in a shooter. And I've played co-op in some of the other games that are out there. But, man, let me tell you, I think it's 6 by default. You can have in a co-op match. I think it might have bumped it up. I'm not sure. But the co-op, the AI, I swear to you, are some of the toughest, smartest AI. They will flank you. They will take you out. There is no mercy. Completing a co-op mission in this game is an achievement. I mean, it's not like... you know, I'll compare it to, let's say, Warface, you know, in the co-op in there, where, you know, it's tough, but you can do it, you know. This, it's relentless, it is tough. If you do not work as a team, if you're not patient, you will not complete a co-op mission. I hope, and it sounds like they're not going to tone down the AI. They are going to do some fine-tuning adjustments to it, though, which is nice to hear. And... the other thing is on the server side, they're making it where the admins can adjust AI how difficult the AI are. So, say that fast 5 times. So that's nice to hear. But in general, the bots, man, I'm telling you, they will flank you. They will take you out. And it is challenging, but not frustrating. You want to keep playing the co-op and try to beat one of those levels. All right, let's see if I can do some sniping here with this weapon here. All right here. Let's scoot up a little bit. What else I want to talk about? All right, so now, I mean, this is like a gift that keeps giving with this game. Now, oh, it's bolt action. Oh, shit. I think I might have got him. There's another guy right here. That might have been my guy. Shit. No. Their friendly fire is on in this game, so you do have to be careful of that. All right, I'm just scanning. I'm trying to make an impressive headshot here or something. I'm not sure if it's going to happen with Shake. No. Okay, so let's talk about, you got SDK. So in with the package, in your files, you have access to SDK for this game, so you can start making your own maps for this game. So already people have been working on that. Hope to see in the future maybe the potential for a map-making contest. So what that means for us is new content. I mean, we're going to get new content from the community. We've seen some great maps come out of the Red Orchestra 2 community because of this, and so that is another bonus feature. I talked to the developers about some tutorials, and they're going to make sure they're looking into that, ensuring maybe some new and up-and-coming map makers can get started. So that is nice to hear. I asked them, oh shoot, I asked them about a potential demo. Not sure they have the resources to do that. It didn't sound too promising, but one thing they did mention is they're thinking about doing a free weekend on Steam. So I think that would bring in new players, and I'm guarantee you, once people get in this game, if they love shooters, that they love more of a tactical, hardcore shooter, they'll love this game. What else? I think that's about it. I really, again, first impressions, blown away by this game. To be honest, I didn't really expect this much out of it. I'm really, really surprised in a good way. I'm also, what I like is this is a small indie team, and I'd rather give my money to them than nowadays these AAA titles that just to me are not they're not delivering on well, at least what I'm looking for, and hopefully get their act together. Let me see if I can take somebody out here at the end of this video. So if you're looking for teamwork, tactics, but still action. A clean HUD, incredible sound and weapons mechanics in this game. And what it reminds me of, I was thinking of some analogies of this. It reminds me of what I'm seeing with the AAA games is it's like they're more focused on, the wrapping of the present, i.e. graphics and all of those things, than the actual what's inside the package. And I think these guys got it right. They focused on game mechanics, gameplay, ouch, damn, map design, all of those things first, and then are updating as far as the textures and graphics and those things, and the FX effects, all those things. But they got the core mechanics spot on. Okay, oh damn, spot on, and that is what is awesome about this game, and that is what has me hooked. And the other analogy I'll use is this is I'm having fun with this analogy. It reminds me of the one-nighter, the quickie. You got the quickie. It's 5-10 minutes. It's over. Yeah, it was exciting. It was fireworks. All that. You have your cigarette. It was great. But now what? Now what? You're looking at your watch. You want to get out of there. It just doesn't sustain you. So what this game is like, and this is, I know, a strange analogy, but I was thinking of these to help explain this, is kind of like, this is like, you're actually dating somebody, or you've gotten married. God help you, don't do it. And it's you walk away from this game wanting to come back and play it more. You don't feel tired of it. You don't feel like you had all these explosions and craziness, and now you're exhausted, and you just don't want to play it. It's because the core mechanics, the core setup of this game, the core different game modes. It just keeps you coming back for more, and especially if you throw in the co-op. So that was my silly analogy, probably really stupid, but it was sure fun trying to describe it. So I am going to be doing a full review on this game. Oh! Let me switch to pistol here. I did not know that weapon was bolt action. Oh, nice! Oh, I'm down! I'll be doing a full review, a ton more videos, and we're going to be live streaming this tomorrow. If you want more information, swing by www.shakespub.net. We're always looking for people to join us playing games together, especially this one. We got a TeamSpeak server. And hats off to the guys making this game, the developers. Fantastic job. Keep it up. And stay true to your vision for this game, because I'm telling you, I think this is going to be the Cinderella Shooter 2014. All right, this is Shake and Bake. I will see you guys on the battlefield. Cheers.